Hi, and welcome to the Ask Dr. Angela show with everyone's favorite OBGYN, Dr. Angela Jones. Have you ever been just too embarrassed or shy to ask your own doctor a question about your, private stuff? Well, you have come to the right place to get straight answers. Feel free to ask Dr. Angela anything women's health related. OBGYN, she keeps it real. Pregnancy, she knows what you're expecting. Whole body health, just ask. Dr. Angela has you covered, girl. And now here is Dr. Angela.
What's good, people? This is Dr. Angela, everyone's self-proclaimed favorite OBGYN, and I would like to welcome you to episode 46 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. I am doing so great. I'm just chilling. I'm in the zone. I'm getting a lot of work done. I'm in the final editing stages of my book. It seems like I've been in the final editing stages of my book for ages. As my editor, Hugh, always says to me, Angela, editing is not sexy. Hugh likes to edit. I don't. I just like to write. But we are so close to being there. And I'm talking to one of my girlfriends about the photo shoot for the book cover. So I'm super, super, super excited about everything that's going on. And I can't wait to share all of this with you guys. I'll certainly keep you abreast through the blog post, on social media, etc. So I was recently asked about herpes and pregnancy. And the reason that I was asked about this is because I met a young lady that has herpes, and she was recently diagnosed as being pregnant, and she didn't want to tell her boyfriend. And I'm like, what? Really? And she's like, well, he gave it to me. And I'm like, well, then doesn't he kind of already know? But anyway, I try to not get involved in folks' affairs too much. But as an OBGYN, I'm pretty much already up and in the thick of it. So I just simply say, if I was your man and you had herpes, I would definitely want to know. So let's talk about herpes in pregnancy. But before we delve right into that, I'm just going to say this. Everyone is always so caught up in herpes simplex virus 1 causes oral lesions. Herpes simplex virus 2 causes genital lesions. Just let go of that. Let go of that. That's so old school. You can have HSV 1 or 2 in either place. So, HSV 1 just for cold sores and HSV 2 just for genital sores. No longer true, people. You can have either HSV 1 or 2 in either place. I'm going to say that again. You can have HSV, herpes simplex virus 1 or 2, in either the vagina or on your mouth. And if you have a partner that happens to have oral lesions or an outbreak of cold sores, and they decide to go downtown, i.e. have oral sex, whatever, on you while they have an oral outbreak, they can transmit it to your vagina, okay? So let's just get that out in the open. So having said that, with regards to herpes in pregnancy, it's pretty simple. We treat you symptomatically. If you're someone that hasn't had an outbreak in ages, then, we just kind of keep an eye on it. However, if you do happen to have an outbreak during the course of the pregnancy, we treat you, whether that be with Valtrex or acyclovir. Those meds are completely safe to take during pregnancy. Once you hit 36 weeks, the rule of thumb is that we typically will just place you on suppressive therapy, i.e. we'll just put you on Valtrex or acyclovir starting at 36 weeks daily for the remainder of the pregnancy, because we don't want you to have an outbreak from 36 weeks on, because if you happen to have an active outbreak, i.e. lesions in, around, surrounding, or present on your vagina, then that changes the route of delivery. You cannot, and I'm going to say it again, you cannot give vaginal birth or birth the baby through your vaginal canal if you have an active genital herpes outbreak. That's automatic grounds for a C-section. Is that clear? I hope so. So pretty much that's all you need to know about herpes in pregnancy. If you have it, it's definitely not a deal breaker. It doesn't mean that you can't have kids. It just means that we treat outbreaks. At 36 weeks, we put you on suppressive therapy with either acyclovir or Valtrex, and that is to suppress any outbreaks. Because again, if you have an active outbreak at the time of delivery, that is automatic grounds for a C-section. Boom. There you have it. That was pretty straight and to the point. And there's a ton of other stuff that, I could tell you about herpes, but, for pregnancy, that's pretty much what you need to know in a nutshell. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm like super excited, geeked, can't you tell? I am just loving all of the love that you guys have been showing me. If you have a question, a topic that you would like addressed on the Ask Dr. Angela podcast, please contact me. Go to my website, www.askdrangela.com. Click on the microphone on the right-hand side of the page, leave your question, do what you do. And if we do happen to feature your question on the podcast, then someone from my team will reach out to you and send you one of our bomb-ass t-shirts. Speaking of which, for those of you that have received the t-shirts, take a picture, submit it to either my Twitter, my Facebook page, which is just Ask Dr. Angela, or email so that we can share the love. And I would love to just be able to share the outreach and the love, okay? So in closing, I would like to leave you with this. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. Reflect on that a little bit. Until next time, look better, feel better, be better. Can't wait to reconnect on episode 47.
Thank you for listening to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. For more information on women's health and the show notes for this episode, please visit Dr. Angela at www.askdrangela.com. While you're there, don't forget to leave your own message for Dr. Angela. See you soon! All of the information provided and discussed in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not take the place of consulting a physician. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases or illnesses and does not and should not replace treatment for a medical professional. Listening to and participating in this podcast does not create a doctor-patient relationship between you and Dr. Angela Jones. If you need medical advice or assistance, you should consult a physician. Listening to and participating in this podcast is subject to the terms and conditions posted at drangela.com/terms.